It often seems there just aren't enough hours in the day to get everything done. And if at the end of that long day you still want to exercise, chances are the thought of a crowded gym isn't that appealing. So my next guest says, forget the gym. You don't need it to get into great shape. She's Jennifer Cohen, author of No Gym Required. Jennifer, thanks so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
So it's very refreshing for a lot of people to hear that we don't have to go to the gym to get in a good workout. But you are a personal trainer, so I'm sure you've spent a lot of time in the gym. Is that right?
Yeah, and actually, whenever I would train my clients at a gym, I always found that I gravitated to a corner and never ever use the equipment and just use their own body weight and just small little basic tools that you can do at home or at the office that don't require anything but you and, you know, a couple dollars.
It sounds fantastic. And of course, basic tools, you say, what could be more basic than the shoes that we wear to work out in?
Exactly.
And you've developed a special pair of shoes that you say can help you burn up to 50% more calories. Is that right?
Exactly. The shoes are a basic cross trainer, but they come with an interchangeable weighted midsole that you have you can either put in the weighted midsole that helps you burn up to 50% more calories by increasing your resistance.
Are each of these different weights? Is that the option there? Or?
Right. The first one is basic that you'd have in any other shoe.
Okay.
And then you have the option of putting in the heavier weight to kind of increase that resistance. And when you don't want to wear it, you just put the other one in and you're just on your way. So it's really two shoes in one.
And you recommend, you know, look, everyone's got to wear shoes, run around, do your errands. You recommend putting in a little extra weight even when you're just out and about?
Basically, yeah. Like how I was thinking about it was that you just have to integrate little bits of fitness into your day-to-day life to kind of get the results that you want. Mm-hmm. So never really have anything daunting, or else you're not going to want to do it long term. So something like this, where you have to wear shoes anyway, you might as well have that extra benefit to burn more calories when you're going grocery shopping or taking your kids for a walk, or whatever like that. You just have that option.
Great idea. Sneak that little benefit in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you also say that a person needs to be aware of his or her body type before she can really get into the shape that he or she wants to get into. There are 3 body types that you identify. Is that right? The ectomorph, endomorph, and mesomorph?
Right. The way I broke it down in my book was that I really want to tell people really that they should really have realistic expectations for what they should to get to their goals. Because like I said, a lot of times when you kind of have these humongous goals that are very hard to attain, you're constantly disappointed, and then therefore you lose the motivation. So when you give yourself proper realistic goals, you feel better psychologically as well as physically. So I broke it down into 3 different body types.
Give us an example. For instance, the ectomorph. You say Giselle, the model, is an example of an ectomorph, right?
Right. So an ectomorph is naturally very sleek, very slender. It tends for them, they have to eat to kind of gain weight. That's the body type that most of us aspire to be like, right?
What's a good exercise routine for it?
So someone like that who, they tend to, it's harder for them to build muscle. So I would say for them, they should use heavier weight and lower repetitions when they do their resistance work.
Okay, great.
So when they do like their lunges or their whatever they're going to do, just add in a little heavier than you would, let's say, for an endomorph.
Right. An endomorph is who? Who fits that profile?
An endomorph is someone like a Queen Latifah. And someone like that is naturally much more curvaceous. They're rounder, larger bones. They tend to carry their weight below their waist. Things for them to do is maybe a little higher in the cardiovascular, lower weight, but higher repetitions to kind of keep that heart rate up the whole time.
All right, great. And what about a mesomorph?
And a mesomorph is very much an athletic build, like a Britney Spears, a Madonna, where they're evenly proportioned between the top and the bottom, and they build muscle quite easily. And someone like them is very much, their shoulders are a little broader than, let's say, their hips.
Okay, and so what's a good routine for a mesomorph? For
someone like that, I always recommend a good combination between strength training and cardiovascular. Kickboxing or anything that moves your torso is great, so it kind of gives you that curved hourglass to kind of angle out your torso.
Oh, it sounds fantastic. Now, and finally, we can't get away without getting some exercise in.
Right.
So we'd love if you could show us some routines. And these are things that anyone can do at home, right?
Exactly.
That's the point.
The idea is to give people very cost-effective ways to help them get
into
fit.
shape. And now tell us about this contraption.
All right, so something like this, I love this. This is my favorite piece of equipment because it's super cheap, $10, $15. You can get them in all different strengths of resistance. So this is
going to go around my ankles,
yes,
is that right?
And you can do this while you're watching TV or, you know, on the phone. And all you do is wrap this around your ankles.
And it's definitely, you don't need to go to the gym for this.
No, you can, like I said, you could do this in the office, you know, for 2 minutes a day, and you'll see the results.
Keep it in your desk drawer.
Exactly.
I love it.
While you're on the phone or whatever, like doing a memo.
Right.
all you need to do is you do lateral step out. So all you do is you're going to take a step out to your left, and then bring your foot together.
Okay, great.
And then when you do it, make sure there's no bunch though.
Oh,
so you want to keep.
Oh, I want to keep
some resistance.
Okay,
so
great.
all you want to do is take a step out right to left.
Okay, like this kind of?
Exactly, and the bigger the step, the harder it is,
right?
The
harder it is. I feel it. I feel the burn.
And this is great for your outer thighs as well as your core, and also get your heart rate up. So it really does 3 things in one.
And what could be simpler? No tough choreography to remember.
Exactly.
Just keep on
it's just steps, right?
Stepping, yeah. That's
and so if you do that for even a minute, like 3 times a day, or just, you know, trickers like do like 50 steps or whatever you want to do, you will see gradually you're getting stronger. Your heart rate will get up. You know, it's basically doing everything you need to do, and you're burning calories. And
I'm feeling it in all the right places too. I'll tell you that.
There you
go.
Great.
So what's
something from that you can always just we'll just do a little small routine, right? So from there you could do, let's say, a minute of those.
Okay.
And then again, everyone has a floor, right? So you can if you can do a plank. A plank is great for, again, to build strength in your core.
Now, do you do it on your elbows, or what do you do?
Well, always you can do variations from this. So something like this is a great place to begin.
Okay.
And you want to make sure that you keep your hips higher, right? So you don't drop your butt. And you hold that, let's say, for 30 seconds.
30 seconds, which in TV time is an eternity.
Exactly.
So
let's just say for 5 seconds,
right? 5 seconds, okay.
And then to even increase the intensity, if you just want to lift your left foot 2 inches off the ground.
Oh, yes. That definitely increases the intensity.
Right?
Yes.
And then you can drop that foot and then lift the other foot. And then do that maybe 10 to 15 times.
Yep.
And then, and then there you go. Then you have exercise number 2.
This is fantastic.
And then after that, if you want to get really creative, you can go from your elbows and then just go up into your arms.
Okay.
And then do that a few times.
And wow, this is great. Jennifer, thank you so much. I have to say, I think I'm going to get one of these and keep it in my desk drawer.
There you go.
Jennifer and I are going to keep on exercising. But thank you so much, Jennifer, for all these great tips. And if you'd like more health and news information that's good to know, please visit the health page at abcnews.com. Thanks for watching.
ABC News Now. Good to know.